Hello, this is Craig Jameson coming to you from Sales Results LLC in Boise, Idaho. And today I wanted to talk to you about the Google Reader. And the Google Reader is one of my favorite tools, and I don't know if you're familiar with it or not. It's very similar in function to other reader kind of tools. For example, I use on my iPad, I happen to use Flipboard, and I love it. And there's several types of readers that are available out there. Uh, Google Reader is probably one of the oldest ones, and it's also probably one of the ugliest ones. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm the kind of person that, I'm a sucker for a pretty face. And I'm looking for a beautiful interface, something like Flipboard, and Google Reader does not meet that criteria. However, in terms of flexibility, in terms of lightning fast action, you just cannot beat the reader. And let me put this into perspective for you. I subscribe to a lot of different sites to keep up on the news that's coming in here. And over here, you can see the sites that I'm currently subscribing to. Google Reader is monitoring those sites, and whenever a new article comes out, it is automatically fed to me in my reader. Now, when you subscribe to a site, typically you have one of two options. You can either have it sent to you via email, or you can have it sent to your reader. Now, in my particular case, I probably go through about 600 articles a day, so certainly having it sent to my email would not be a good solution for me. So once you subscribe to a site and you come to Reader, and we'll just kind of go through it here, it tells me here that I have 125 new items. Those are new items that have come in since the last time I read through and I cleared out. And here they are. Here's the source. This is coming from Mashable, Engadget, NextWeb. Here's the headline of the article. So what I do is a few times a day I will get on here and I will go in here and I will scroll through the articles and see if there's something there that might be worth investigating a little bit further. And I'll show you exactly how that works here. So I'm just kind of going to go scroll through here. I'm scanning rapidly. And let's see here. Uh, Top 5 stories on LinkedIn. Business goes gaga for Jeremy Lin. Okay, I can click on that. Now, depending on the article or depending on the source of the article, sometimes you're going to get an excerpt of the article that'll show you, tell you something about what it is. Other times you'll see the entire article and I can say, oh, this is interesting. I can read through the article. And then at the bottom of the article, here's where it becomes just a phenomenal sharing tool. First of all, being a Google product, what they have done is they have included the ability to publicly plus one it on Google Plus. I can also share it on Google Plus. I can also email this article. So let's say this is an article that I don't really want to read now, or I don't have time to really read now, or maybe I want to refer back to it later. This is one way I can do it. I can just click on the email button and then I can email it to myself. Or what I like to do a lot is I'm scanning for articles that might be of interest to my clients. So this is a great selling tool. So I can go ahead here and I want to say, I want this article to go to Virginia. Virginia's a coworker, kind of a client, former coworker. Top 5 stories on LinkedIn. I'm going to say, thought this might be of interest to you. Might find this to be of interest. And then I can even send a copy to myself, click send, and it's gone. It's that easy. Now, if that's a client that I'm working with, or that's a prospect or something like that, see, I always think like a salesperson, they're going to get this and go, oh, look, Craig's thinking about me. How many salespeople are doing something like that? Not too many. So that's a great way to do that. You also have several other options in what's called send to. So look at this. Without leaving my Google Reader here, I have the ability to send it to SpringPad. SpringPad is something similar to Evernote, if you've seen that. Basically, I take articles that I want to reference later, and I put those into certain folders. So I might have a folder for CRM. I might have a folder for sales. I send those for permanent storage over on SpringPad. And SpringPad, like Evernote, is something that you can share with other people. So that's one of the other reasons I do it. I can send it to Hootsuite. If you're not using Hootsuite, you might be using something like TweetDeck. The nice thing about Hootsuite is it does have the ability it's going to open up a window and it's going to say which social network would you like to send this to, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. So you can do that. I can send it directly to LinkedIn. I can also share that with my groups if I wanted to. Here I have it set up for Evernote. I can automatically have it print the article, turn it into a PDF, and email that. There's also a link here for Buffer. In actuality, if you're not familiar with Buffer, it's a very, very cool application. What it does is it will compose your tweet with the appropriate link, and it will basically allow you to build up an inventory of tweets in the system, so to speak, and then it lets them out on a schedule. In other words, if I'm going through the 500 articles and I'm just going tweet, 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 I'm kind of like, I'm almost spamming the system. By using Buffer, it allows me to go ahead and do those, and then it's going to take them and it's going to release them on the schedule. I can actually access Buffer through here. I also have Buffer as an extension on Chrome, and I believe you can probably also get it as a extension or add-on for Firefox. But if I wanted to send this out to Twitter, or for that matter to Facebook, all I have to do is hit the Buffer button. You can see that it's composed the story here, and it said, okay, well, you don't want it to go to Facebook, you want it to go to Twitter. I can actually send it both to Facebook and Twitter. I can post it now, or I can just go ahead and add it to my Buffer, and I'm done. Just as easy as that, okay? I also have the ability to post it to Facebook and to Twitter. So that's the beauty of Google Reader. Incidentally, you can set your send tos. If you come over here into the settings here, and you go into Reader Settings, and you go to what's called Send To, it actually comes pre-configured with a number of different Blogger, Delicious, Dig, Twitter, Tumblr, etc., which you can check off. Or you can create your own send tos, which I've done down here for SpringPad, Hootsuite, LinkedIn, Evernote. You can Google. If you're looking for the coding for that, you can actually get out there and you can Google, hey, I need the coding for LinkedIn send to on Google Reader, and you'll find an article, but I'll show you a quick trick here, because typically it's the same thing as a bookmarklet. And a bookmarklet, LinkedIn, I've got one here for LinkedIn, for example. You can go to the LinkedIn site and you can drag a bookmarklet up to your toolbar. So you see those for LinkedIn, you see them for Facebook. I mean, if you got Pinterest, Pinterest has something called Pin It now. But if you just come up here and you right click on that and you say edit, it's going to give you the JavaScript coding here. I just come in here and I just copy that. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel it, and then I would create a new custom link, and when it comes for the coding, you just put in whatever the coding that would be for that. Now, you are going to have to find out, if you want to have the icon, you're going to have to find the URL where this icon would reside also. But, going back to Reader, that's what I love about Reader. It's great. It's easy to send things to. It keeps me up to date. But, it's also a great reference item. Let's say, I represent Nimble Social CRM. So let's say I wanted to find every article that I have on file for Nimble. I can come in here and I can do a search. And it's actually going to go through here, and it's going to new Nimble platform to lead CSMES into the digital age. It's that quick, it's that easy. So for being able to go back and refer to these articles, I mean, it's just fabulous. Incidentally, when you do bring up an article, this is actually a link to the originating site, which will take you to the full article. So that about does it for today. That's my ode to the Google Reader, to the poor, ugly Google Reader. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.